wild child, you already know. So, here we are again with another owl talk video. And I'm excited about today's quote. So, today's quote: nurture your mind with great thoughts. This quote brings me so much to mind. I have so much to talk about. I'm gonna try my very best to keep all this information that I have and narrow it down to a short video, obviously. This quote is from Benjamin Disraeli. So, I have so much to say, okay. Anyways, without further ado, give this a thumbs up if you love when I do quotes of the days in my Owl Talk videos. But without further ado, let's start talking! Part of nurturing your mind with great thoughts is who you hang out with, pretty much. Because hanging out with people, you're with them, you know, and you kind of, some people aren't fully influenced by other people, but when you're hanging out with these people on a daily basis, you start becoming them. So, personal experience that quite explains why my circle is very small. You may call it a loner, a weirdo, sitting in the corner. But no, I call it a choice of being alone. And for a while, I thought that was bad. I thought it was a good thing to be around people, to be known, to be the popular kid in school. That's not the case, but you know, growing up, we don't know any better. We're literally hanging out with these kids every single day, going to school, and we're seeing all of this, so we think that's the way it should be. But like I said, we don't know any better. I didn't know any better. I just didn't know the beauty of being alone. And now I am not completely alone. You know, I got Teddy, got my family. Just kidding. I do have a few friends out there, but like I said, I keep my circle very small. I pick and choose my friends who I want to go hang out with for that same reason, because sometimes, I mean, I do have friends, but I'm not gonna say, like, there's friends for everything you want to do, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, let's say I feel like I want to go party. I have friends that I can call up and, hey, let's go party. I know you guys like to party, so you know what I mean. But I also have friends where, hey, go with me to Barnes and Nobles, because I know they're gonna like it too. Haven't done that yet, but I have a friend in mind that if I did, he'd be like, okay, cool, let's go. It's very important to evaluate who you hang out with. Are these people inspiring you to be the person you want to be, you've always wanted to be? Is this the person that's doing the things that you want to be doing, that you see yourself doing? Do they think like you? You know, what's going on? Like, evaluate your friends. Evaluate the people you hang out with, because eventually that's who you're going to become. My favorite, all-time favorite, is this little scenario by Jim Rohn. Okay, so the scenario is this little girl is coming up to Jim Rohn and she's asking him, Mr. Rohn, how do you build a good life? And Mr. Rohn comes in and says, here is how you build anything. Select the right ingredients, keep out the wrong ingredients, and it all starts with thought. So you must be wise and careful what you think about. I love this. I love this one. And okay, he goes on and says to this little girl, what happens if I put sugar in my coffee? Nothing. What if I pour strychnine in my coffee? Well, you'd be dead, Mr. Rohn. Lesson 1. Life is both sugar and strychnine. What happens if my enemy drops in sugar in my coffee? Mr. Rohn, you'd be okay. What if my best friend, even by accident, drops in the strychnine? Well, you'd be dead. Correct. Lesson 2. Watch your coffee. It doesn't matter where you get the bad stuff. It's still gonna do its damage in your bank account. So, that was the little scenario. I really love that so much because that was the most perfect way to describe what life is like to a little girl, literally. And that's what you know, the people around us do. They're either the sugar or the strychnine. And you just have to evaluate them no matter how close they are. Because even family, and you don't even expect it because they're family. You know, I had that mindset a while ago where I was like, it's family, you know. But something happened within the family and it was so heartbreaking. Like, I cannot explain to you how heartbreaking that was for me at that time. Because in my mind, even though I was, you know, a teen, in my mind I was like, family is supposed to support you, love you, take care of you, care for you. Like, you know, we're like this. We're like this. Family, like this. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong, but except for like arguments that are, you know, not that serious. But then something happened and it was just so heartbreaking for me. I laugh about it now, but at that moment in time, it was very heartbreaking. It was my first encounter, I'd want to say. Or not my first, but in the span of quite a few years, because my first encounter wasn't a nice one. But I was a little girl, so I just had, literally, I was like completely innocent. But when you're a teen, you kind of know some things more. You don't know everything, but you know, it was a span, like a huge gap to where I still considered myself in a way a little innocent mentally, I guess. And this was in regards to family or how I see family. And yeah, it was very heartbreaking. But even family can be the strychnine, can be the ones pouring in the strychnine into your coffee. And you know, it's just, it happens. It happens. Out of love, of course. Family does love you. They just have their own ways of showing it. Or, you know, especially when it's our aunts, uncle, what have you. It's like our parents. They do the best with what they were taught or how they grew, you know. Whatever. However, to say this. But anyways, I love this quote, and I would always listen to it. But that's my favorite one. Are the things around you helping you toward success, or are they holding you back? And this was from Clement Stone. Are they really? This comes in where you bring yourself to evaluate your surroundings, literally, because it's important. It's for your own good, for the purpose of getting close to where you want to be, being close to who you want to become. Reading books, you guys. My very first book was How to Win Friends. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And my second book was Think and Grow Rich. So those classical books fed my mind so much. I have John C. Maxwell, The 17 Disputable Laws of Teamwork. Wake Up Happy by Michael Strahan. And I believe I have another one of John C. Maxwell, but I also have books of Tony Robbins. Attitude is Everything. That's another book. I don't know by who, but all these self-development books definitely is nurturing and feeding your mind with great thoughts. Listening to audios if you're not a reader. That's a big one. I can't read a book while I'm driving, so I'll listen to audios, literally. I listen to Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Ed Milet. When you type in motivational videos or inspirational videos, a compilation of different people saying things, motivational madness or motivation madness. It's another channel where I listen to a lot of their audios. It's motivational and inspirational, you know what I mean? The environment that you're in. I like to hang up quotes. I don't know what works for you, but my dream board as well, or my vision board, whatever you want to call it, I have to see that as well. It's nurturing my mind to think about great thoughts because I'm looking at who I want to be, what I want in my life, who I want to become, what I want to have, where I want to go, all of the above. So if you can constantly be seeing it, and if you're repeating things to yourself with the repetition of audios, like I'm saying, I can it's funny, but I guess I'm not thinking about it right now, but if I did, if you would see me listen to a Jim Rohn audio or a Les Brown, I'd be able to listen to it or say it along with the audio at the same time because of how many times I've heard it, that I know what they're saying. I know what they're gonna say. And I just felt so fueled every time I would listen to it. So I would constantly listen to it. And this was back in, when did I start listening to audios? I started listening to audios, I want to say back in 2015, 2014, around there. Yeah, because I used to live with my mom. My brother and my sister were living here with us too. And I remember every time I would listen to it, my brother, my little brother, he would mock the audio because I would listen to it all the time. And it was Jim Rohn that he was, gosh, it was so catchy. The point being, my brother would mock it because I would listen to it every day. He was probably so tired, and I would do it on purpose too. I would play these audios because I wanted them to feed off of something off of this video, whatever it is that got stuck in their head. That was my purpose. I remember they would get so annoyed because I would listen to these repeatedly. And with repetition comes in belief. You start believing this stuff. You start thinking about things that you should be thinking about. Watching YouTube videos. I love Tony Robbins, especially when it came to relationships. I love all his videos. And I would watch his some videos where in an event that he does, how he goes about, dealing with the few selective people, how he talks to them, how he helps them, how he talks to them, how he does things. It was just so amazing to watch this. And some of them, to be honest, were very emotional because at least one of them, I was like, oh my God, like that's me. That is literally how I'm feeling, what I feel when I would say I want kids of my own. It's not that, I could go adopt one. No, it had to be for me. And there was a deeper meaning into that. And I didn't even know it until I heard him say it, until I was watching these videos, these events, his audios. He has audios too. It was so life-changing. He helps me see things a complete different way, has most definitely helped me, and he keeps helping me because I keep listening, I keep learning. It's like when you watch a movie for like the billionth time, you love it, but you keep watching it, and all of a sudden you see something that you never even noticed the first time you watched it. So that all comes in when you repeatedly watch or hear things. Uplifting quotes, that's what we've been talking about. This is what our videos are about. These Owl Talk videos, uplifting quotes that get you to think about other things, because there's a deeper meaning to things. You just gotta dig deeper. Disciplining your mind to be fed off of these things. Maybe it's not gonna be as crazy and as exaggerating as I am right now, honestly, because if I'm chilling in my house on a day off, I'm gonna be looking at videos, motivational videos. I'm gonna be listening to audios. I'm gonna be meditating where I'm probably cleaning, and my subconscious mind, even though I'm cleaning and focusing on this, my subconscious mind is picking up on what's going on in the TV, and I get to choose what goes on in the TV. You know, if I wanted to say things, positive things to fuel me, because even though I'm focusing on cleaning something or whatever it is, I'm definitely taking in some things that the video is saying, and it'll put me to think about, what do I need to do to make this right? Or what other steps do I need to take to get here? How far have I come? And all these little things, and comes with repetition and disciplining yourself. Keep your mind closed against all people who depress or discourage you in any way. And that is back to the Jim Rohn scenario. Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. I love that. I love that, because once you start taking control, you literally choose. You can either open the door or shut it or keep it shut. It's your choice. You know what's out there. You can look out that peephole. Look who's out there. If it's a bad person, don't tell me you're going to open the door and let him in. Exactly. You're going to lock it to keep that away. That's the same thing with your mind. Do that. Lock. Put all those locks. You determine. You have no idea how much power you have. You just have to be told that you have so much power, so much control. You just have to take it. And let's see. Let's end this little quote from Napoleon Hill. The most practical of all methods for controlling the mind is the habit of keeping it busy with a definite purpose, backed by a definite plan. Oh my gosh, that is so true. So if you have somewhere you want to go, or your short-term goal, and you've broken it down to all these little things that I have to do on a daily basis, you know, thinking about those things consistently, or coming up with a plan, a daily plan to get to your mini goal that's gonna get you to your higher goal. You know, disciplining yourself to where you know, if you want to call it homework, you're giving yourself that homework, then you're thinking about doing that homework. And it's exactly what Napoleon is saying, keeping it busy with a definite purpose backed up by a definite plan. That is your definite plan, because you have a higher purpose, and this is what you have to do to achieve it. So much talking, and I haven't drank my tea. I was super excited about this quote, and if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. What was your favorite part? If I've said anything at all that helps you out, that you enjoyed, give this a thumbs up. And if you have any quote, any phrase, any favorite part of a book, any suggestions of books, self-development. Let me know in the comments below, you guys. We are a family. That's my purpose of making these Owl Talk videos, to uplift each other, to motivate each other. It means a lot to me that you guys are choosing to join me on this weird, crazy, wild journey. So, excuse me. That is all I have for you guys today. This probably went a little further than I wanted it to, but I hope it helped you guys out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If it did, make sure to give this a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and be part of the weird, crazy, wild journey with me. We're all a family here. The purpose is to uplift each other, motivate each other, and yeah, let's go to the top together, you guys. I don't want to go there alone. And I will see you guys then on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Even if you don't subscribe, okay? No hard feelings. Thank you so much for watching up until the end. And just know that I appreciate every single one of you guys. Okay, bye. Peace.